But at the same time, I don't know that a lot of these solutions are all that much better. The best thing that you can do is to find yourself a home that you can work with, that you can stair step your way into that next level of home. You guys have to understand the vast majority of people in this country used to buy what was a starter home. And then they would buy their main home. And then they might even have a step up home. You know, for a lot of folks, they didn't. And then they would have their downsize home. So it's not unusual for someone to have 3, 4 homes that they've purchased, possibly even 5 homes that they've purchased in their lifetime. So for me, the affordability question is really just about where you want to spend your money. I bought my first property based on the fact that I knew that I could grow some equity there. And then the money that that property I could then sell for was going to help me to get the next one. But if you're walking out here and you're saying, well, you know what, this is so unaffordable. Where's my 4-bedroom, 2-bath house? Yeah, that we might not be able to do, but that doesn't mean we can't get you a 2-bedroom, 1-bath condo that in 5 to 6 years you can sell for 17, 18 to 50% more than you paid for it, which is what people are doing right now. And then taking that money and getting the next property. You know, I call it the roll. You roll from one property to another. And so, yeah, it's sure affordability, but it's also what is it that you think you can afford, and alter your perception of what it is that you think you need to get started. It's better in the end than renting. Because I've heard people say, well, I'd still rather rent because, you know, I'd rather rent this 3-bedroom house. It fits my family better, except for the fact that you never get on top of it. Versus if you spent 2 or 3 years, you know, owning a slightly smaller property that you kind of make do with until you can sell it and get the equity out to roll to the next property. Because basically when you do the renting part, there is no winning. Like, you can never save enough. People say this all the time. They're just like, if I just save a little bit more, if I just save a little bit more. I'm like, I don't know how you can outsave a market where we're seeing 6% growth year over year. And depending on the town, I mean, we have towns out here in northern New Jersey where, you know, there's been growth 11% year over year for the past few years. You can't outsave that. You can't out-earn that. You have to find another way to do this. And I'm telling you now, get the smaller property and roll that.